discovering your truth, and the courage to stand in the power of that truth. That's what we're going to talk about on today's video. Welcome back to another video. My name is Dom, and I help people to stand in their truth and power. Our truth cannot be told. It can only be realized. And I just want to say thank you to you, and thank you to God and the universe for just another day. I know that there are a lot of people out there right now just going through all kinds of stuff. And I've recently just received a message to share from another friend of mine who shared with me that he's in such a funk lately. He's just feeling tired of everything. It's just a very difficult time. Right now it's difficult. It's a difficult time. And you may feel like maybe you've lost your purpose. Maybe you're going also through this difficult time. Maybe you're in a living or working situation that really is trying and it's just getting more and more difficult. And maybe it feels like I'm living in a world that's full of zombies, people who don't seemingly think for themselves, and I'm here and I'm feeling all alone, like I'm becoming an outsider in my own world. Well, I want to help you out because there is a lot to talk about. And how to survive what I'm actually calling, it's been referred to as the zombie apocalypse. And it seems like in some aspects, a zombie apocalypse that is going on right now. I just want to start off by sending out some positive energy to you, healing energy. Just take it and feel it and receive it. And I just woke up today and just felt so inspired, not just to raise my own energy, but to raise yours as well. I just got off a workshop and we talked about the importance of breathing. And I want to just start off by giving thanks for the opportunity to be out here, to be able to breathe this air, to be able to do this with you, and to give thanks for you being here with me in this present moment. So many of us are around other people that are appearing to be like zombies, plugged into what I call the matrix. And sometimes, when we've pulled our plug from living in the matrix, we can feel alone. And I'm just here to remind you that if you're feeling like you don't belong in the world, that you're feeling alone, there is a reason for this. And the reason is because you didn't just come here to live and exist and consume the earth's resources. You came here to create new. So there are no mistakes in what you are experiencing right now. Right now, it feels like that there are two sides. There's division in a number of different areas in the planet that are going on right now. And in order for conflict to occur, there always has to be two sides, right? Conflict, it's kind of, there's always has to be at least two sides. And right now, people are having some big arguments with each other around, which side they're on. You're either pro this or con this, for this or against that. And right now, people are having these big arguments with each other. And some people are wanting to stand in their power and be free. And some people don't mind being told what to do. Growing up, my dad didn't graduate high school. He actually went into the service at 16. He earned his GED, and after the service, he went home and he decided within days that his future wasn't there. And he basically just up and moved 4 hours away to New Jersey. I think about that, and what he was doing was he was following his heart, standing in his power and freedom to create a new life for himself. He didn't listen to what other people told him he should have done. So for myself, between being the awkward fat kid that always was picked on and the influence from my dad, I learned pretty well how to march to the beat of my own drum. But as I got older, it seemingly became harder and harder to do that. I got caught up with my career. I got sucked into the matrix. And back in 2010, my heart wanted me to change careers, but I felt trapped by the one that I was in. and I feared failing. I feared being unable to earn enough to provide for my well-being of myself and my boys. When I shared with my friends what I wanted to do, many told me I was crazy to leave my career working in corporate IT right now because I was at the peak earning years of my life. And logically, that made perfect sense. But the thought of that just made my heart hurt inside. I wanted more, and not more material things. I wanted more passion. I wanted to love what I was waking up to do every day. But I didn't know how to get from here to there, and I let fear stop me. And in talking to other people, I was letting other people's influences, their fears, actually validate my own fears. And guess what? I allowed it to influence my decisions. And I stayed in those fears for a long time in a job that just felt like death by 1,000 cuts over time. And so when your heart is leading you one way and your head isn't so sure what to do, and what everybody is telling you to do is validating what your head is saying, I am inviting you to stop. I'm inviting you to stop and have some faith in what your heart is leading you to do. Our truth is in our heart. It's not in our head. And God speaks to us through the whispers of our heart. Many times we don't even hear it because our mind is usually yelling or speaking in such a raised tone to us. We don't even get it. We don't get the whispers. We don't even know that they're happening. We don't hear them. There is a truth that was planted in your heart the moment your heart began to beat. Your heart is actually your first brain. It is the first organ that is formed and contains all the DNA and matter needed to form your thinking brain, or your second brain. So we need to trust our first brain. If it has the intelligence and truth to create the powerful, unique human being that you are, why are we so quick to dismiss that and listen to someone else's truth and feel that their truth is more right? Here's why. This is what I've learned. Because we're more concerned about what others might think or say if we do what our heart leads us to do. Whether it leads to success or failure really doesn't matter. We're concerned about what others will think. So we go along with what others think we should do. We don't take time to hear what our heart truth is. We don't take time to do due diligence to learn more information about the questions that our mind has, to learn more about it so that we can reconcile our heart with our head. And from my experience, anytime I've ever ignored what my heart has told me to do, I feel regret later for not listening to it. And sometimes it's those that are closest to us that can hurt us the most. Sometimes, maybe you can relate to this, you just want to close your eyes and wonder, like, where is my soul tribe? How come I'm living in a place, in a world where nobody is seemingly getting me? I just feel like I'm surrounded by a bunch of bots or zombies of people who don't know how to think for themselves or just doing whatever they're told. Now, I want you to understand that in the Matrix, there are inorganic beings controlling the media, the news, and Hollywood. And they hire celebrities to use their influence to convince you to believe or to do different things. We're seeing this now with celebrity concerts being held, with them saying, just get with the program, just do it, and you should feel guilty for not doing it. Well, that's it in a nutshell. It's a program. Our minds are being programmed to believe and do things that may not be in alignment with what your heart believes is right for you. And before you know it, there is an army of bots or zombies trying to coerce or even force you through manipulation into their world, into their beliefs, into doing what they're doing. That world, my friend, is a world of slavery. And all our heart wants is the choice to be free, to do what it feels is right for us. Freedom. All I want is to be free. I just want to be free. Free to do what is best for me and my family. Can each of us be free to do what is best for ourselves? Yes. we can. And I want you to realize that you're not crazy. You're just waking up to what is really going on around you. You're waking up and realizing that many people we know and love are slowly turning into and becoming bots and zombies and turning over their power, essentially. The system we're living in right now was designed to keep us down, to keep us in a lower vibe of energy and frequency. And if you're feeling that the people around you aren't getting you, that you just want to be free, understand it's not personal. Resist taking it personally. Don't get into the ring and fight. There's only one place that can go, and it's down. It's not going to serve you very well. And so right now, understand that there is actually a timeline split that is happening between the 3D matrix living and the 5D. We're slowly being forced to decide which path we want to be on. Some of us have one foot on one path and the other foot on the other. And as the split continues to widen, it's going to become harder and harder to keep a foot in both. You're going to be forced to decide which kind of life you want to experience and go all in with that. And so as the split continues to widen, there will be more chaos. There will be more judgment from those that are choosing to go in the opposite direction. Don't take that judgment personally. We are all on our own journey, having our own experience, and we're all experiencing our own truth. We need to discover our own truth here. When you start feeling that judgment, just say, hey, be like, hey, you live your life and I'm just going to live mine. It's not personal. Even if you have people or strangers are telling you, hey, dude, you're crazy to do this. Just get with the program. Well, I'm going to tell you, I got with and lived with the program the majority of my life. And it was a freaking lie. And I only discovered that when I stopped living in fear and started following where my heart was leading me to go and how to live each day. I realized that everyone living in the 3D matrix world has been programmed to think and believe a certain way. And I began to realize that nearly my entire life was premised on a lie. Over the past 10 years, I've had to go through a reconciliation process, if you will, asking myself, what do I really believe? What is really true for me? Where did these beliefs come from? Is it really mine, or is it somebody else's that instilled their fears or beliefs in me? What does my own heart inside say about this? In following my heart, it's been an amazing journey. In the past 3 to 4 years have been the best years of my life, especially this past year, in spite of the worldwide bug that is going on. And why is that? It's because I'm not making choices from a place of fear or guilt. I'm living in my freedom to do what is truly best for me at all times, as much as possible. This is an awakening from the deep sleep that we've been put into to what is really going on. Not so much in the world, but more what's going on within ourselves. You are discovering your own truth, and you're stepping into your own power. And what you're feeling is the need to get out from underneath the suppression of the deep sleep that many people have been put under. This is a time to celebrate. Celebrate your freedom. Your freedom is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift that many, many people never find in their lifetimes. But you have found it. And I know it's not freaking easy, but the aliveness of it is burning and it's bubbling inside you. You can feel it. It's like a rebirth that is happening. You feel alive. There's an excitement. There's a spark there. So please understand that you are not alone. In fact, you are never alone. The moment you start doing what you love every single day, which is first to take care of yourself and breathe in nature's air every day, move your body, fuel yourself with good food, fill your mind and your soul with strong, positive, affirming content, you'll see the different aspects of your life begin to align for you. Now, I'm not here to save the world. I'm here just to have my own amazing experience. I want to have fun. I want to love. I want to enjoy and feel into and become the best person that I could possibly be for as long as I am blessed to be here. I'm not trying to tell people how to live their life. It's not my job to even save people. I'm here to help people discover their own heart truth so that they can clearly decide for themselves what is best for them. It may be different than mine, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, I hope it is, because I want to celebrate you being you in all of its fullness and power that comes with that. You are here to live your truth. That's it. That is the only reason you are here. You are not here to make other people happy first, because the moment you get caught in that, you're going to get wrapped up in the judgment and you're going to be living somebody else's truth. Always, always, always remind yourself that the truth can never be told. It can only be realized. Your parents can't tell you your truth. A priest or a rabbi, a religious person can't tell you your truth. The media can't tell you what your truth is. Your truth is here in your heart for you to discover. And so always remind yourself that the truth can never be told. It can only be realized, and that is your job. That is your only responsibility, is to tap into what your truth is, your heart truth. Most people won't get this, and they won't get you because they've been programmed. And the only way to break out of that program is to detach and to begin thinking what is best for yourself by following your heart. That is the only way. So when you speak your truth and you get that look from everybody, you know, that look like you might be a little crazy, just keep focusing on you. Focus on where your heart is leading you. Not everybody is going to make it. Not everybody's going to make it. There are levels to this awakening, if you will, if you would like to call it that. But everybody is having their own awakening at a different time. And you're just in a place right now where you are beginning to remember who you are right now and realizing that much of what we've been living under is nothing but an illusion. And remember this too. Remember that this too shall pass, and soon you will be with your soul tribe. Life is all about contrast. We have to be around people that don't get us in order to appreciate the people who finally do when we find them. And for the people living in the 3D matrix, don't argue with them. Show them compassion. You're not here to solve their problems. You're here to experience the beauty of your own life, to begin living into the truth of your own life. People all the time, we see this all over. People protest for all different things, but few are standing up for their own freedom, to be able to stand in their own truth. And so I'm inviting you to be the lighthouse in the dark world, to turn off their world and turn on your own world and step into radical action in living into the world that you want to live in, that your heart is leading you to. Yes, you can be mad or in conflict with your relatives or your politicians or your religious leaders, but that's not going to get you what you really want. We can't change the world from the outside in. Our world changes from the inside out. And the moment that you begin saying thank you and focus inside to change your outside, you're going to be like, hello freaking world. You're going to be feeling and having a completely different experience. And so if you're one of those people that are getting and receiving this message today, I'm inviting you to smash that subscribe button and the bell. We need to be in community with each other, to support each other, to inspire each other, to do the work that we're each being called to do, that our heart is leading us to do. Got it? Do you got this? Is this making sense? Awesome. Because I love you, and if this message is landing for you, or if there is something that you've received from this message today, please let me know and share it in the comments below. Just drop it right in the comments below. And I also invite you to share this video with someone who might connect with this as well, or who might need to hear this. And so until I connect with you again for my next video, stay well, stay healthy, and stay empowered.